Hey guys, welcome back to another P3D video. Today we are here in Frankfurt, a very stormy and wet Frankfurt. There have been some lightning strikes in the past 5 minutes sitting on the ground setting up the video, so that's been a bit exciting. The temperature's 22 degrees though, so it's warm, but very humid basically. But I don't know if the storm's going to pass on, because Active Sky is now saying there's light rain. So we're getting some catering on for this flight down to Pula. It's a very nice airport from Orbx. And the flight time from here, Frankfurt to Pula, is 1 hour and 10 minutes. Well, that's our expected flight time. Who knows if we will get a bit of a longer flight, or longer or shorter, depending on weather. So, yeah. So catering's coming on. That's all the lovely drinks and everything. I don't know if Ryanair actually do drinks at all. They made this starve you to death. So we're at Victor 116. This view actually is perfect. It just changed. I didn't do anything, and it's now just giving me the stand number in view there. And let's go inside the cockpit and get things set up. I don't know why, but it seems very bright inside here. I do have the virtual cockpit reflection profile. It could be that. Like it's my own one. Maybe it is too bright. I'm not too sure. Anyway. Let's go to ground connections, connect to the ground power and the air conditioning unit. The reason why it looks really bright is because like, it shouldn't really be this bright, even with the clouds above us. Let's get this whole aircraft set up. So IRIS is set to nav, we've got ground power active, got the chime on, not got the seatbelts on, we don't have the fuel yet. And that's all good. Steady on there, I can go to both. So yeah, it seems rather bright, I mean, so, I think it's alright now. I don't know why. I just double checked. I think it may have been the last flight with the Jetstar A320 where the shadows are bugging out. It's not happening again, but it looks like there's no shadows inside this cockpit. I'm not too sure why, but anyway. FMC 1906, lovely. It's telling me to go and close up the doors. We will do that. In fact, we'll go to the payload page, and what we'll do, we'll enter in our zero fuel. We'll do fuel first. That is in pounds. I just realised that. Like so. That's now kilograms. So total fuel on board today will be 5.5 tons, and we'll be using up 3 tons of them. So we've got 2.5 tons of fuel left over if we need to do go around or anything. 56.4 tons. What is that? There we go, third time lucky. Payload, so that gives us 73.1% on the low level. 119 people. So we're going to request boarding, and then GSX will come up asking how many people. We'll go 119. Cool. So we are at Frankfurt, Victor 116, and IRS position. That's not the IRS position. It probably does not. Probably don't have to clear it up actually. Let's click that. There you go. Put in the GPS left. The route is just the. Let's just open up some doors quickly, like so. I don't know why. It seems very bright. I don't know why. It's every video, I try to find a problem with the sim. But then I get back in and it's dark again. But I don't have, as you can see, the HDR override turned on from Rex, which normally that's what does it. But obviously it's turned off, so that could be why. Actually, I'm going to quickly recompile HDR. I'll be right back, see if that might help. So I've recompiled HDR, and this is what it looks like now. But it probably will change, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know why it's doing some weird things. Anyway, I may have to recompile the shaders as well, because that could fix the shadows. But I don't really want to do that, because I want to get a flight done. So we'll just put in the arrival and departure company route, IKO for the company route. Here's my route if you want to copy this, like so. Our runway for departure today will be 25 center. The winds are 300 at 4 knots. Not too strong with winds, but This is enough to make us go onto this runway, basically. Flight number is Ryanair 4258. 4258. Well, in Europe you just say 4258, but whatever. So fuel weight can go in. Like I said, 3 tons of fuel we're planning to use. And final reserve, let's put 2. Cost index apparently is 6 for Ryanair. If you think otherwise, please let me know. And we are flying down south towards Pula, so we're going odd flight level, and maximum optimized is optimum is 400, so we'll go 390. And there you go. Cruise winds at 390 is 443. No, that's not the cruise winds. There's no such thing as a heading of 443. 231 at 27 knots, like so. I'm assuming the transition altitude is 6,000. I can go and double check with the charts. It's 5,000 in fact. That's okay. Pilots are boarded apparently, but we're already doing stuff, but hey ho. N1 limit, so I have had Top Cat do this for me. D rate 2 and 41 select temp, so only 90% on the N1 there. Nice D rate. So CG can just double click that and that'll get us our CG. Once the iris is aligned or whatever, trim will come through. Maybe it's come through with flaps actually. There you go. Flaps 5 today, trim 5.23. RS is not yet aligned, but we've got the V speeds, which is nice. And soon, the cabin crew might have boarded already actually. That's nice. That's ground power unit there. And yeah, this actually looks a lot better. I don't know why. Recompiling the HDR fixes that. Maybe I should do that every time we go back into the sim or something. It seems to fix everything. Just recompiling it. I may have to do that for shaders for the shadows, but there's those shadows outside, so I'm sure this is fine inside. Maybe I may have to tweak something within the virtual cockpit reflection profile. Maybe I've turned off cast shadows or something in there. Anyway, V1 133, rotate speed of 134, 139 for the V2. This is due to change. Sometimes it may or may not change, depending on when we enter the winds or whatever. But that's just our initial speed. So let's start the oxygen testing. Just pilot and co-pilot. I mean, don't really want the jumpsuit, do we? So where's their oxygen mask? I don't know where they would get it from. Oh, here we go. It's this models. Okay, it does the sound, but there's no actual moving parts. Anyway, that's now tested. Nice. So we could do VORs can come on. That can go down to 10. Traffic, HPA on this side, and down here. The QNH in fact is 1013, so I don't have to change it at all, which is nice. And if we come up to here, we can see how long until RS is aligned, which is in 1 minute. Nice. Come over here, 390 as we said, like so. And our landing altitude into Pula, I don't know what it is actually. Let's go and find out. It is 275 feet above ground, so we'll set to 300. That rounds up to 300 there. Cool. Window heats can go on. Don't turn on the probe heats, we do have the covers on right now. Packs can go into auto. Isolation valve can go to auto as well. We will turn off the packs when we get engine start. We've got fuel on. Can't speak. So fasten seatbelts would go on once you've got the fuel on the aircraft. Okay. So, like I did say up there, we do have 1 minute to RS's align. It's probably just doing us the last little bit. These will align, and that'll be all good. So this can go up to 40, the traffic, and VORs on data and terrain. Okay, so come down to here, departure and arrival. Departing out of 25 centre today. We're doing the Neki 9 Foxtrot departure. Once all the RSs are lined up, I'll show you the route. I know I can do it now, but it's just nice to do it once the RSs have aligned. So here's the passengers going on the aircraft. We've got the baggage as well. This may not be all the passengers in one bus. We've got 119. I'm expecting 2 buses today. And that's South African A340 there. We've got a couple aircraft departing 25 centre. Not long with taxi as well, guys. Just push back, and there's our runway. So not long of a taxi indeed. This is, if you're wondering what reflection profile this is for tomato shade, This is my own one. I did make it myself. The ones I used before seemed very, very reflective for what the aircraft is. It's not a metal tin. It has got some paint on it as well. So I turned off like that sort of reflection. When it turned off, I just made my own one. Made it less reflection-y. If that's even a word. But yeah, it looks a lot better. And if you do want to go download this, it is on my website. My website is linked down below in the description, so you can go and grab it there. So yeah, we're going to get one more bus. I'm assuming we've got about 60, 70 passengers from that bus. Or probably 80 actually. So we'll have to get one more bus, which is fine. As soon as the last set of passengers are coming on the aircraft, we will go and get the APU started. I love all the new GSX feature. I'm just waiting for the next update. It may come after FS Expo actually. Who knows? But the rain, like if it rains, there's just a rain texture on it. It doesn't actually move or do anything with the rain, but it's kind of cool. I might get FS, what's it called? Precept X or something? I can't remember what it's called. From Orbx. And that just make my rain look a bit better. Because it's just, I don't know if it makes it look any better, but hey ho. So yeah, with my reflection profile, I've also edited like these ground things. I mean, it's not perfect as you can see, but this is a bit more metallic as you can see. You can see it reflects a bit better, but I'm not sure what's reflecting right now. Yeah, same with this over here. The thing is, because this aircraft does not support PBR, like this model is all one thing with the tube here with the air and the actual main air conditioning box. It's all one model. So if you want to set a reflection profile for the box, it'll do it for the tube as well. So this plastic tube is very shiny, as you can see. It's like it's been oiled, but it is wet right now, so it kind of fits it for now. But if it's dry, that does get very reflectant, just for no reason really, which is kind of annoying for some aircraft or some features of some aircraft. But in the whole, I mean, it's fine. But as you can see, these wheels, these rubber wheels, aren't actually very rubbery because they're on the same model, texture model, whatever you want to call it, as something else. I don't know what it is. Could be the fuselage. Who knows? I can't quite remember. Did I just see a lightning strike under the fuselage just over there? I may or may not have. Here's our second bus, which is coming over. IRS is Haverlined, which is nice. And what we will do is you can take a look. See, we're departing at 25 centre, doing a straight left-hand turn, which is lovely. Normally you would depart out of 18 for departure down the south, but I don't really want to do a long taxi, and AI are taking off in the same runway as us, so yeah, it's nice to fit in with the crowd, I guess. So let's go to plan mode here. We'll just go through the whole route, to be honest. So you can see we're flying down south, down to Neki. That's the end of the departure there. And just come down like so. Top of climb, be around about YouTuber, and we'll just almost, it's kind of almost direct. There's a bit of wiggle there. Top of descent around, I don't know how far that is from the airport. Ooh, okay, that's about 200 miles from Pula. And what we're going to do is do the Pula 2 Alpha, I think it's called. Yeah, the Pula 2 Alpha arrival. That basically gets us northwest of Pula. And then what we'll do is go for the arrival to 27, like so. We'll just come around here. There is a waypoint. We do go via the VOR Pula, but I might just cancel that out. So we're going to go via Peeble. We'll just go like this, and then in to 27, like so. But we'll see what happens with all the winds, if we do need to land 09 or not. Okay, so let's just zoom back into 10 miles. Let's go and set up the NCP, so go back to InitRef, N1 limit, take off, and the next page, and we'll do some of this. I'm not sure of a runway slope, so I'm going to put 0 there. Acceleration height is 1500, that's correct, and engine out 800, perfect. Okay, so the runway winds are 300 at 4, like I said earlier, well, quite a while ago actually. So 300 and 4. Boarding complete. I did say I was going to get the APU started up, but we'll do it now. Like so. APU starting up, and we'll close up all the doors in the aircraft. Like so. And what we'll do, we'll tell GSX we're ready for a pushback, nose left, but we'll just wait until we're actually ready. But at least GSX will be ready at the time. So, final V speeds, 132, 134, 139. So we'll set 139 up here, like so. Flight director, auto throttle, flight director, and the runway heading 25 center is 248. Set 248 like so. And the initial climb.
We're waiting for some apron traffic while the duck position.
I think this is
we'll be pushing in a couple of minutes.
I think this is a Dutch sound pack I've activated, I think. Anyway, I kind of like the Dutch sound pack from Aviation Lads. It's asking us to remove some ground connections, but let's just go and finish off our MCP here. And I need to go and find the departure so I can find out the initial climb clearance out of Frankfurt, which is 5,000. Cool. Cool. Now that's got really fast. 5,000 is now set. So APU is running. APU generator can go on and active, like so. And we can go down here, and if we just set the parking brake, like so, we can literally remove everything, like that. Go to the legs page, like so, and then we'll set down there. So all the preheats can come on. That's just the 2 on one side, 2 switches for 4. Oh, 8 in total. Your damper can go on. All the fuel pumps we can actually turn on. Let's turn off that one. And we'll just attend the cabin. We're getting ready for a pushback. Anti-collision, the beacon light can go on. We will tell the ground staff we're going to start our engines soon, and we'll turn off the packs as we're going to start our engines. As soon as the pushback started, we'll get the hydraulics up and running. We'll just wait for the all clear from GSX.
Duck is in position and
it's just coming up very soon.
Apron is now clear, ready for push.
Okay, right.
Release parking brakes. Clear
Parking brakes
behind,
released.
commencing push.
Okay.
Apron is clear, cleared to start engines at own
I did
discretion.
totally forget about the pedestal down here. So 2,000 weather and turbulence, and then 122.8. I mean, we're not online at all, but like I said, it's good practice. But I mean, it's good practice, which is not even happening or working because I'm doing it as we're pushing back. Anyway, hydraulic pumps can go on, and we can start the timer as we're going to start the engine. So we can set it to ground. We can watch N2 rise. We can see the whole engine come alive on the right side here. And you can see engine on N2 rise there. And when that reaches 25%, we will go and power up or bring in the fuel. That terrain looks, I don't know what's going on there. It seems to be getting a bit better, whatever it's doing. I'm getting higher resolution. I'm not sure what it was doing, to be honest. And there we are, engine number 2 starting up. Well, I started up earlier, but it's bringing the fuel now. And of course with Ryanair. It's been a long time since we've flown Ryanair, actually. A very long time. It could have been 2018, maybe, the last flight I did with Ryanair. Yeah, a very long time. But not everyone likes to fly at Ryanair. I just got this new scenery from Orbx Pula, so I was like, what sort of a short flight can I do? And I found Frankfurt to Pula, and I was like, oh, there's Ryanair. I haven't flown that in a very long time, so here we are, flying Ryanair. So I think the start switch is closed, which is nice. Oh, there's an aircraft coming to land. Set to ground, get that started up. The Star Alliance, I can't tell what, is that Thai? I'm probably totally wrong there. There's an A330, I know that. I don't know what airline it is. It's Star Alliance, but whatever. Okay, so 20%. And 24, 25, bring in the fuel for engine number 1.
Pushback complete, set parking brakes.
Pushback's complete, start setting the parking brake. Let's watch the engine start up, like so. But like, this view is just a bit, like, it's not realistic. Maybe I'll get a view when I can still see the engine van with the blades, but like a bit more realistic, that I can't just like poke like this and see the whole gear. And that would be more realistic, and you can see more of the scenery, but I'm not going to go and redo them. I may do them in the cruise, to be honest, but I may forget to do them, so yeah. Okay, so the start switch is closed, engine is all good there, there's no warnings. That's all started, everything looks stable, so what we can do is go to the system page, and we can do a flight control check. So go full left, that's checked, and go full right, that's That's good.
And unlocking gear.
All the way down, all the way up. That's all good in the elevators, and now the rudder, so full left on the rudder, and full right.
Disconnected and clear. By
There we are.
has been
That's
removed.
all good. Okay, so that can go back to the engine page. Just double click that, and then we can go to the system, or whatever you need to do. All the engine stats are up there now, so that screen can definitely just be off. And what I just realised is sometimes I could just make these screens all black. I don't know why, but sometimes having them less of a blue look. Just okay, not turn them down too
Clear
far.
left and clear right. Disconnecting
They look
now.
kind of
and
better
flying.
sometimes, the
Bye-bye.
black background instead of the blue, as you can see. I don't know why. It looks a bit better. So yeah, it's basically done with the pushback. Oh, it's British Airlines. A319? Yeah. Okay, GSX is telling us we're good to go. However, obviously, we need to wait for the master to go away, so we'll just have to wait for that. But anyway, Gen 1, Gen 2, that can go active. Gen 1 active. TR1, APU can go off, like so, and packs can come back on. The passengers can come back and cool down themselves in this very hot and humid weather. I don't know why. I do know why, but it's 22 degrees Celsius and it's raining, so not very nice. I mean, the storms are gone, which is nice. When we get on the runway, we will turn on the weather radar, and it looks like the storms is going that way. We just saw some lightning. I don't know if you just caught that. Replay the video there. Storm's definitely going that way, and that's where we're flying. I'm going to release the parking brakes and bring down the flaps as we taxi. Cool. The auto throttle is on. If I just disarm it, then I can actually move the throttle a bit easier. So it's going to keep it disarmed until we get to the runway. So yeah, not long of a taxi at all. It's just over here. British Airlines has just departed. Just taking flaps as well, or trim to 5.23, like so. So just take a left, and oh look, here's the runway. 25 centre. Wonderful. Now there shouldn't be anyone landing. The AI should be landing on the either 25 left or 25 right. There's an aircraft there. I just need to verify it isn't landing on this runway, because it's just bad to line up with it landing on this runway. So we'll just hold here at the Cat 203. We don't interfere with any glide slope problems, and can't quite tell. I mean, I can't tell on the TCAS. That'll be easier. Let's turn it on like so. We can kind of see. Yeah, it's not centered with this runway. It's landing on the other one. We'll keep the TCAS on, and we'll go and line up. Hopefully, no aircraft. Oh, hello. I move my mouse from different computers. Like, if I was moving the camera view, like, it'll just constantly do that. I'm not touching my keyboard right now. It's because I put my mouse on the on my streaming PC, or streaming recording PC. If I just move the mouse, I use a program called Mouse Without Borders or something. Very useful, in fact. And just double checking. No, we're good. Right, so all the landing lights turn off. I didn't even bother turning on the taxi lights. It's the shortest taxi in the world. So yeah, it's all good. And the auto throttle alarm can go back on, and we can turn on the weather radar, like so. Hopefully the AI is not going to get scared by us being here. Hopefully it continues its landing. With hands A321 over there. Okay, so we're going to line up, make sure everything's all good, and we've got plenty of runways, so we can just go and roll down. So RTO, I should have done that as the pushback has just ended, but we can do it now. There's no problem doing it now, but it's normally done after pushback. Starting the timer, around 50%. There we go, making sure it's all stable as it comes up, about 60%, keep the thrust going, and setting toga like so. There we are, looking for 90% on the N1. Thrust is set. Well, I think it is. Yep. And there's the outside view. Look at that. I wonder if we're going to, like, pass the aircraft that's landed. If the aircraft that's landed is not going to come towards us. Anyway, 100 knots. It's just at 80, but I was too busy staring outside. Okay, V1. Rotate. Let's pull back quite a bit in the 7.3, just for a tad, and then you can release the pullback pressure. Like so, now we're in the air. Gear up. Turn off the auto brake. Cool. There we are, up in the air. Bye bye Frankfurt. Look at that view. Looks amazing. Anyway, let's try not to pitch too high. There we go. It's fine around about 17, 18 degrees. is good until 1500, like so. I need to trim down a bit. The trim always isn't perfect, the 7.3. And there we go. 1500 on above ground, there we are. So autopilot I can go on. I've been out of an LNAV actually. Should have armed that before the take off. It has been easier. But anyway, hello aircraft. Thank you for the little dance. Have you stopped your dance yet? Please, that would be nice. Thank you. I turned off. I think I may have. So I turned off photo real around the airport. But there's a setting for FGX Germany South or whatever. I think I should have, even though I don't have Germany South on Orbx, I think I should turn that setting on, because as you can see, the airport like grass is a lot brighter. Anyway, we're going the flaps up, and that can go off. Cool. Oh wow, the winds have suddenly changed. Apparently, they're now 150 at 9 knots. Hey ho, didn't really affect our departure, so we're all good. Right, let's go and continue up to cruise 390. There we are. Flaps coming all the way up. Flaps are up now. That's good. Auto brakes off, gears off. There was no speed brake arming in the first place. That's all nice. Got a max speed restriction of 210 into this next waypoint. Then we can speed right up. 5,000 was transition altitude set standard as well. I mean, we're just already on 1013, so it doesn't really make a difference. And we can turn off the retractable landing lights. I just remembered, we are on a 737. We can't really turn it on to continuous anymore, but normally when you have flaps out or any drag, like flaps, gear, slats, whatever, or even these retractable landing lights, this is why I turn them off. You would put this on to continuous. But hey ho, it's a simulator. It's been a very long time since I last played the 737. I think I won't forget that ever again. Okay, so after 10,000 we're going to bring off all the landing lights. And then we'll be on our way to the cruise. We'll zoom out quite a bit on there, like so. And these wing views there are gorgeous. And the outside views as well. We're just in line with the 1.8 there. So yeah, ooh, sorry. This clouds, well, a storm, it's not just clouds to be honest. Extremely terrible. You would not want to be flying a Cessna 172 inside that storm. No. You would not want to do that. So yeah, luckily, so far we're just skimming it. I may have to deviate ourselves outside of the recording, but so far hopefully it's being blown that way. If it is being blown that way, we will have to divert, not divert, but just deviate. That's the correct word, there we go. Just a tad. Seems to be going the other direction, so it seems to be alright. We're just going to follow the landing lights now and the turn-offs. But yeah, I'll just keep this on my eye. Keep an eye on that for now. Always good to have a weather radar on, otherwise you'll be not be seeing things that you should be seeing. Anyway, yes, okay, as we're climbing, we're seeing a lot more dangerous clouds, but we are climbing, and we can possibly climb above that. Yeah, that's dangerous. That is really bad. Hopefully we're going to climb above that. I kind of want to... I may come back in the video if we're going to do something with those storms, but it seems to be getting a bit less worse now. So anyway, hopefully we're not going to go through those storms. I mean, right now we're going through the clear bit here and above those clouds, so hopefully we're going to get out of that storm. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the departure. I'll see you in the arrival into Pula. Enjoy the cinematics of the I don't want to say this to be honest, enjoy the cinematics of the Ryanair 737. Sorry if any of you are Ryanair pilots or virtual Ryanair pilots, I'm sorry. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the departure. What has just happened? That has, well, that's changed a lot of clouds. I wonder what, I don't know what add-on just did that. Either Active Sky, Rex Sky Force, or Environment Force. No, not Environment Force. Would it control the clouds? One of the two just did that. I'm not sure not sure why. Anyway, I'll see you in the arrival. Enjoy cinematics. Bye bye. Hey guys, welcome back into the descent down into Pula. The flight level just passed 170. We are on the descent on the Pula 2 Alpha arrival. The only thing we're not doing about the 2 Alpha arrival is going via, well, Pula. Which is literally over the airport, the VOR for Pula. Only difference is we are going for transition via the waypoint India, Lima and Bravo. It's about 4,000 feet above, as you can see. Approach VREF not selected. I know we're going to do that soon. I just want to do it in the video. So the aircraft is going down to 250 knots. I'm assuming it's like a max speed or something. Forecast transition level is 100, and the QNH at Pula, if we're going to grab that from, there we go, from active sky, it's 1013 as well. Let's go into that end, 1013, same as Frankfurt was. No idea what the deviation is, the ISA deviation, but whatever. And the 1013 for the QNH. It's 26 degrees Celsius, it's partly cloudy, visibility is, well, not bad, but it's not, well, it's not bad as in it's 10 kilometers or better, basically. Dew point is 14 degrees, sorry, just mumbled that bit. And the surface winds on the ground, 300 at 8 knots. There was some storms. The first storm out of Frankfurt, that was fine, it cleared off, but in the cruise there was another storm, but luckily we were just skimming the side of it. It looks like there's one coming up again as well, which would be interesting. It's that time of day when the shadows, as you can see, just glitch out, they just unload, and the cloud is not being rendered to save performance, which I hate about that, because when the shadow, because it's almost like sunset, so the shadows really, it's just annoying, whatever. So, the scenery was beautiful. There's a lot of mountains as we flew over, the Alps. It looked really nice. Now it's a bit flatter coming into Croatia. I'm not sure if this is Croatia at the moment. Maybe. I don't know my geography, let's say. However, Pula is over there somewhere. It's somewhere over there. We all know. Maybe there. Who knows? Well, someone does. I don't. First time flying here, so I don't really understand where it is. Maybe some fewer. After a couple of times of flying into Pula, I would understand where it is compared to this geography here. The land and whatever. So, been flying for an hour, and let's go and put in the flap VREF setting. So, the runway length in Pula is 2,900 meters. Well, 2,946 meters. Or 9,665 feet for those Americans, or whoever uses feet these days. So we're absolutely fine doing a flaps 30 at 141, and absolutely fine doing autobrake 1. So when we land 27, we will be vacating on Bravo, which is actually right at the end of the runway. So we could vacate Charlie, but that's about 2,000 meters. Maybe like 1,800 meters down the runway. That's a bit of some sort of braking going on there. I know Ryanair might actually do that. Probably not actually. They might want to save the. I think that's the airport over there. They may want to save their brakes, cut down on costs. That's how they save all their money for the budget, whatever. For being a budget airline, basically. So they probably just use autobrake 1 minimum reverse just to keep the lifetime as long as possible. Flats 30 and 141. So drag is required apparently, but we're not actually under 10,000 feet just yet, so that's not too bad. Wind corrections plus 5 knots, I mean, yeah, that's fine. The current winds we've got 300 at 8 knots, or 300 degrees, 300 at 8 knots. Seatbelts are on, turn them on before I came back in the video, but they're on, and that has already been set when we're at Frankfurt. So yeah, everything's all right and all sorted, ready for the landing now. In fact, one last bit. That's going down to 10,000. Let's continue down to 4,000. We do need to set the minimums. So for the minimums in the ILS into 27, I'm going for Rabbit. There we go. Via, well, not via anything. This is 505 for the barrier. So 505 and go and set that like so. Oh, that's too far. There we go. 505 in the barrow. So that's 505 feet above sea level. Or if you were to put on radio, it would be 230 feet above the ground, basically. So yeah, we're not doing the awesome approach though. The 09, the approach into runway 09 is really nice because you fly over the town or city. I don't know which one it is really. The town or city, and the building's really old and it looks so nice. Sadly, the winds aren't really favouring that today. Active Sky has just updated. It is now clear, apparently, so no clouds. I mean, there's clouds here, but no, not above the airport. Said that as well. Do the lights quickly before we get the weather done. Hello. So yeah, 21 degrees now, 2:30 at 3 knots. It is becoming that night time, so the temperature is dropping, which is absolutely fine. So the wind's cut down. The wind has cut down. We'll still do the +5 as well. But that is not making us go to 09 right. 09 right? 09, it's not Heathrow. So yeah. Not sure what this is going on. I'm pretty sure that's meant to be a river. Unless that's a dried up river. That'd be that's probably a dried up river. That could be a dried up river. If so, that's pretty cool. But I'm assuming it wouldn't look like this anymore. That's so cool. If it actually is one. Don't really have time to go on Google Maps right now to go and double check that, because we are going to be landing soon. So we are drag required. It still wants that drag. Okay, we'll bring out some. That's fine. That'll do. I'm just around about 50% right. Let's get us down to 240 knots. So there's no actual restriction for the waypoints. But there's always that typical like deceleration ready for the approach, obviously. So there's no 2,800 is when we meant to be on the ILS. I mean, we should be on it via this waypoint at 3,300 feet. We're meant to be descending around about 4,000 or just above this next waypoint. But I'll descend that to 2,300. We'll clear ourselves down to that. Once we do that right turn, we're going to go past that decel point, which is going to get us really down to like 190 maybe, or whatever flap setting we have. It determines what we're going to be flying at. But we'll decel down to about 200 knots or so. From there, we'll descend out to 3,300 with the localizer, or the whole approach armed. Hopefully we can go grab that glide slope and the localizer for the approach into 27. And then we'll bring out some flaps and gear and whatnot, and we'll land the plane. So yeah, the flight time's not delayed at all, so we're on time as well, and we're not early. So I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad. That's all. So there we are, 240 knots. We can get rid of the speed brake. I use an axis for this on my SciTech ProFlight throttle quadrant. Instead of using the trim, so that's the blue lever, because we're on the airline, I just use it for the speed brake instead. Because there is no like trim in this sort of aircraft, or Prof RPM, you name it, whatever, Dash 8, whatever aircraft you're in. So, about to start the right turn as well. Maybe I might want to go for an outside view here. It might look really cool. Look at all that autogen on my island. I have bumped up the autogen density as well, testing out some new settings. So far, so good. So yeah, they made the autogen distance though might be a bit too high. I may turn it down 1 notch. We'll see. I can't remember what I set it to though. But please let me know in the description if you like these, if you like the settings and visuals. Please let me know, because if you do say no, then I'll tweak it. Because actually, that's sun reflection. Oh, wow, that just looks so good. Okay, I've got some wind condensation going on as well. Always looks good as well. Saying as well many times. This is very at my worst as well. Yeah, no sight of the runway. I can't quite see unless I'm looking in the wrong direction. Who knows? I probably am. It's quite far away. Is that that? I don't know where it is. Okay, so down to, well, flap up debug speed basically. That's what the aircraft's going down to. We will go and arm the approach. It's armed it. Well, it's not really an ILS. It's the FAC in the glide path, but whatever. And it's approaching 3,300. So where's my chart gone? There we go. Well, you won't be able to see it, but whatever. It sounds like I'm talking to myself. The missed approach altitude is actually 2,300. So what we'll do is set that now. So if we do like miss the glide path or whatever, that's fine. I'll continue to descend. Not descent, to descend. The D, not a T. So we'll set this to continuous, get all the retractable and the lights on, and we'll set flaps 2. I wonder if they almost like ever actually just do flaps 2. They may just bring out flaps 1 or instantly to flaps 5. I might just bring out flaps 5 to be honest. Like so. But if you've got the ILS, you can do the ILS frequency. I just realised why it's not working. I wonder how fast we can do this, because I keep forgetting about this in the 7.3. I always do it last minute. Even though it's in the FMC, you have to set it in here. Last minute, like so. I'm not sure if that's going to bring it up at all, but let's do it on this side as well. Like so. Then 264. Now I'm not even looking at the aircraft, and I just scored the wrong way round. Okay. Speed intervene. 180. Like so. Now I'm actually we'll get 160. The aircraft is going down to that speed, so hey ho. Flaps 10. I can see the runway now actually. So yeah, it's going to go down to 2,300. I kind of feel like, can I reset this approach just enough the flight directors here? Nope. Oh, there we go. Localizer. Okay, cool. I'll just click that. Double click that. Cool. That's all good. Sorry. As I said earlier, it's been a while since I've last flown 737. Now I know that's the FAC. Yeah, even though, as you can see, it does say 115.264, you still have to set it up down here in the pedestal, lower pedestal, which is quite annoying. It's not too annoying, but if this is just the only one that the aircraft, well, 757 has it as well, but I think I can't. Yeah, it does. But whatever. So yeah, 146 is our approach speed. We're getting close to that actually, and there's the glide slope. And there we are. At least we've got the ILS now. And I didn't do the, I'm going to say the FAC approach. For Giannoni. Don't know what that is. It's like a, I don't know. Anyway, we're on the ILS now. And the FPS is wonderful. You can see all the buildings over there. So you can see if we did a 09 approach, I don't know if you come over the city or not. The town, I want to say town. But that'd be really cool. Look at all the trees as well. 2,500, shit, gear down. The thing is now it's not giving us our DME, which is really weird. I'm not sure why. Does it bring it up on this? Probably not, no. That's interesting. Unless it's because of this. Oh, I can't enter that. Hey ho. Flaps 15. And there's the airport. Starts the load in. I was wondering when it's going to start loading in all the high definition textures. It's like Melbourne. In the last video, it starts loading in when we get closer and closer. I thought it was just Melbourne. Maybe all the Orbx sceneries are doing it now. It's very weird. Anyway, we are going to set all the flaps. And we are just about to pass 4 miles from the airport, so we do need to set approach speed now, which is 146. And arm the speed brake. Cool. Autopilot's disconnecting. We're on 737, so we need to get rid of the autothrottle as well. We do have to have it as our own. Everything is mine. So flaps 30 set. That is good. Wonderful. Okay. chin off a bit, a bit more flaps, and a bit more power as we are bring the nose back up. 1000 is checked. There we are, nice and stable. Maybe a bit less on the power there. There we are. Lovely. There's the Orbx glory. It's just like inside a forest. Maybe this autogen. Oh, it's warning about me. Warning about terrain. Warning about me. No. But yeah, it's just like it's just been plonked inside a forest. Maybe my autogen density for trees. It's not too high, but that's just what it looks like right now. And we're going over these trees very low. Look at that. That's a screenshot. That could be a thumbnail. Continuing. Right, because it looked outside, we need to get the nose down. We've still got 2 reds, 2 whites, but they're really inaccurate when you're this close to touchdown. Getting blown to the right there, actually. 50, 30, setting the idle throttle. We're Ryanair, so whatever our landing rate is, I'm happy. As long as we're in the touchdown zone. Oh my god, just made it. Wow. And bring out some reverses. There we are, nose down. Decel. Versus green. Keeping the centre line. Welcome to Pula. 80 knots. And 60 knots. Forward idle. There we are. And no braking. All the way to the end. There we are. That was nice. Landing rate wasn't actually too bad. Minus 140. But Ryanair might fire us. You're landing too smoothly. Those trees need to be fixed. There's only a couple of them. I don't know why some of them are doing it. Not all of them. Hey ho. That final cinematic I quickly switched to was amazing. Okay, here we are. Slow down the aircraft a bit more. We turn off the weather radar and stand by on that. Clear off. So speed brake, flaps, vacating to the right. There we go. That's another screenshot. Trying to taxi at the same time in this view, not knowing what's ahead of you is kind of hard to do. But I'm doing not too bad. Right. Landing lights off, taxi lights on, those can go off, and we're all good. Okay. Stop the timer, 1 hour and 12 minutes. Lovely. We will reset that, and we will clear off this. So that doesn't come up on the, well, PFD, which is annoying, I guess you could say. Flat director off. Terrain, we don't need that anymore. I mean, it's fine, we don't have to turn it off, but we just don't need it. And we will go and taxi to the stand. I don't know what stand we can park at. There are many stands or gates, but like I said, I don't know which one we should park at. So what I'm going to do, as soon as we get on this straight taxiway here, like so, and I will go and quickly check the real world flight. It probably doesn't show it what gate stand. No, it did. It shows it parked up at number 2, so we're going to park there then. Number 2 it is. That's a small stand. Handling by Croatia Airlines. Is there a possibility I can change that though? Just reset GSX. Gate 2. Oh, that's because there's nothing there actually, that's why. We are in Croatia. Just put Ryanair. That's not there, is it? No. Slow down the little taxi. Don't go anywhere above 30 knots. Okay, now we can go and try and provoke and then re-request. Handling by Ryanair. Cool. Got a bit of a mess there. The setting page. Yeah, this airport's kind of small as well. There's not much going on around here. It's quite nice. I think the scenery for the Orbx, it comes with some extra airports, I think. But I turned off most of the settings, like the grass and people flow, whatever that is. I'm not going to go left just there. We are going to carry on until we go down there. Gate 2 is all the way down there, so let's carry on all the way. So GA aircraft. So we've got a nice little someone who's waving to that person over there. Hello. Lovely. So yeah, we're just going down there. We need to get the AP started up now, like so, and we can turn off the turn-offs because that might blind some people as you turn in. Who knows? So yeah, we'll turn on the left, like so, and let's try and hope. Pray to God that GSX isn't messed up its whole setup. So there's 5 on the right, and 2 should be on the left. Over there, this might be 4. It is. So yeah, 2 will be in the one after that. We need to find out how we're going to park here though. First time flying here, so no idea. Hopefully GSX can try and help me out. Its ground clutter might be in the way though, so we'll turn off the taxi light. And I think maybe we should be in the clear if we try and taxi correctly. We may or may not do. The AP just started up, got dual bleed running there, so we'll turn off the AP bleed. A bit more power to get us going around. This truck may be in the way though, which will be annoying. We'll see. And the stairs inside the building. I may make a configuration file for this or something. Yeah, it's not in the way, it's almost in the way. I think we'll be in the clear. Keep coming. Oh no, we need to keep going around like so. Keep going. Yeah, now we come around. This is kind of hard to do in first person, actually. First time. Just keep going in this view now. It's telling me to stop, but obviously I'm not even on the line, so let's try and straighten up a bit. We're not on the dot, but hey ho, there we are. Oh no. Oh no, that is definitely not right. Parking brake set, AP generators on, and before we actually start that guy in the engine, let's turn off the engines. Anti-collision light off, seatbelts. There we are. It's a bit too far and askew. Yeah, probably. AP bleed on now. Fuel pumps, the ones that don't require the APU. Like so. And there we have it. We're all good on there for now. We will go and request deboarding. 119 people. We started off with. Like so. And menu, ground connection set, and that's all we need really. Ground power on, APU off, fuel pump off, and there we have it. Normally Ryanair will just fly straight back to Frankfurt, just unload and then get some new people on. An hour and 23 minutes on the block time. So yeah, we're not going to go and turn off the RSs or anything. We would connect up the air power unit, whatever it's called. Anyway, our stair is right inside that push tug. I don't know. Yeah, so parking not too great. I'll try and do a better one next time. I feel like our wing may have actually hit the building there. I didn't actually take a look. Oh no, we are actually inside it. No. Terribly sorry. I mean, it's Ryanair, who cares? Jokes. Alright, let's go and open up the doors. Open, and open, like so. Okay. Parking brake can release because we do have the chocks and let's save the power or the heat. Make it cool down a bit. So yeah, welcome to Pula. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Second landing complete and the aircraft is clear.
Thank you. So I hope you guys enjoyed. The scenery looked amazing on approach. Sorry about the terrible parking. My bad. Yeah, if you guys like this airport and is better at parking than me at this airport, please let me know. I'll try and fly more here and obviously practice my parking. So yeah, if you enjoyed, smash the like button and consider subscribing if not done so already. I'll see you in the next video, and bye bye for now.